Have you ever seen someone riding a bicycle uphill without pedaling hard at all? They glide past traffic smoothly and effortlessly. No sweat, no struggle, just smooth riding. It almost looks like magic, but it is not magic. It is an electric bike, also called an e-bike. So how can a bicycle suddenly become so powerful? How does it move faster with less effort? And where does that extra power come from? In this video, we are going to break down exactly how electric bikes work in the simplest way possible. What is an electric bike? An electric bike is basically a normal bicycle with a small motor and a battery added to it. That is the main difference. You still have pedals. You still ride like a regular bike, but now you get extra help from electricity. Think of it like having a tiny engine that helps push you forward while you pedal. It makes riding easier, faster, and less tiring, especially on hills or long distances. The three main parts. Every electric bike has three important parts: the motor, the battery, and the controller. These three parts work together to give you electric assistance. First is the motor. This is what actually spins the wheel and moves the bike forward. Second is the battery. This stores the electrical energy that powers the motor. And third is the controller. This is the brain of the system. It decides how much power to send to the motor. Without these three parts, an e-bike would just be a normal bicycle. How the motor works. Let's talk about the motor. The motor is usually placed in the center of the bike or inside one of the wheels. When it turns on, it rotates the wheel just like your legs would, but instead of muscle power, it uses electricity. Some motors help only when you pedal. This is called pedal assist. The harder you pedal, the more help you get. Other bikes also have a throttle. This allows the bike to move even without pedaling, similar to a scooter. Either way, the motor gives you extra push so you use less energy. How the battery powers everything. Know where does the energy come from? That is the battery. Most electric bikes use rechargeable lithium batteries, similar to the ones in smartphones or laptops. The battery stores electricity and sends it to the motor when needed. When you run out of power, you simply plug it into a wall charger. Charging usually takes a few hours. A full battery can last anywhere from 30 to 100 kilometers depending on the bike and how you ride. So it is clean, quiet, and reusable energy. No fuel needed. How the bike knows when to help. Here is where smart technology comes in. Electric bikes use sensors. These sensors detect when you are pedaling and how fast you are going. They send this information to the controller. The controller then decides how much power the motor should give. If you are climbing a hill, it gives more power. If you are riding slowly, it gives less. All of this happens automatically in real time, so the ride feels smooth and natural, not robotic. It feels like you suddenly became stronger. Why electric bikes are popular? Electric bikes are becoming very popular around the world. They are cheaper than cars, better for the environment, and easier than normal bicycles. They help people commute to work without getting tired. They reduce traffic, and they produce zero pollution. Plus, they are just fun to ride. It is the perfect mix of cycling and modern technology. So how do electric bikes work? It is actually simple. The battery stores energy, the controller manages the system, and the motor helps spin the wheels, all while you pedal like a normal bike. It is just electricity working together with your legs. What looks like effortless riding is really smart engineering behind the scenes. And this is why electric bikes feel like the future of transportation. If you enjoyed learning how electric bikes work, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Tech Spark for more simple technology explained. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.